Hey everyone! Today we're diving into the amazing world of Cambodian noodles. These aren't your average noodles, they're bursting with flavor and history. Each bowl tells a story, made with fresh ingredients and special ways of cooking that have been passed down for years. We're gonna learn how to make these awesome noodles right in our own kitchens. Get ready to impress your friends and family with your noodle skills. We'll show you everything, from picking the best ingredients to putting it all together like a pro. Cambodian noodles have a super interesting past. It's a bit of a mystery exactly where they came from, but we know they've been enjoyed in Cambodia for a really long time. Some people think noodles came to Cambodia from China a long time ago, where people have been making noodles forever. Others think maybe they came with traders from India who brought similar foods to Southeast Asia. But no matter where they came from, noodles are now a big part of Cambodian food and everyone loves them. You can find them everywhere, from street food stalls to fancy restaurants. The secret to awesome Cambodian noodles is using super fresh ingredients that all work together perfectly. First up, the noodles themselves. They're usually made from rice flour, which gives them a fun, chewy texture. The rice flour is mixed with water and sometimes tapioca starch to make a dough. Then that dough is stretched and shaped into those long, thin noodles we all know and love. Next, we have the flavor base of our noodle dish. Lemongrass, galangal, and kaffir lime leaves are like the rock stars of Cambodian flavors. They add a bright, citrusy taste to the broth. And of course, we need a little heat. Red chili peppers bring the spice and wake up your taste buds. You can use as much or as little spice as you like. Okay, time to make some noodles. Don't worry, it's easier than you think. With a little patience, you'll be a noodle-making master in no time. Step 1. Mix rice flour, tapioca starch, if you're using it, and salt in a big bowl. Make a little hole in the middle and slowly pour in some warm water. Mix it all up with your hands until you have a nice, smooth dough. Step 2. Knead that dough for about 5 to 7 minutes. It should feel a little bouncy when you're done. Cover the dough with a damp towel and let it chill for at least 30 minutes. This helps make the noodles super tender. Step 3. Time to roll. Cut the dough into smaller pieces. Sprinkle some rice flour on your counter and use a rolling pin to flatten each piece into a thin sheet. Step 4. Now use a sharp knife or a pizza cutter to cut the dough into thin strips. You can make them as wide or as thin as you like. Sprinkle a little more rice flour on top so they don't stick together. Did you know that different parts of Cambodia have their own special noodle dishes? It's like a noodle adventure. In Phnom Penh, the capital city, they have Ki TV Phnom Penh, a yummy rice noodle soup that's perfect for breakfast. It's made with a rich pork broth, slices of pork belly, and lots of fresh herbs and veggies. If you visit Battambang, you have to try Noom Bon Chok. It's a popular street food with rice noodles and a creamy coconut fish curry. The curry is usually made with snakehead fish, lemongrass, turmeric, and other tasty spices. Down south in Kampot, they have Kui Tiv Kampot. This one's made with a flavorful crab broth, fresh seafood, and special spices like star anise and cinnamon. Our noodles are almost ready. Now comes the fun part, adding the toppings. This makes them look pretty and adds even more flavor. Fresh herbs are a must. Coriander, mint, and Thai basil are all delicious choices. Just tear them up or chop them and sprinkle them on top. Bean sprouts add a nice crunch. They have a mild flavor that goes with everything. And for a little zing, add a squeeze of lime juice. It brightens up all the flavors. You can also put some lime wedges on the side. Cambodian food is famous for its yummy noodle soups, and there are so many different kinds. Kai TV is probably the most popular one. You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It usually has a clear pork broth, thin rice noodles, and you can choose what kind of meat you want, like pork, beef, or seafood. Noom Bon Chok is another favorite. It's made with that delicious coconut fish curry we talked about earlier, poured over a bed of fresh rice noodles. If you're looking for a vegetarian option, try Micha. It's a light and flavorful soup with egg noodles, vegetable broth, and lots of fresh veggies. In Cambodia, noodles are super important. They're not just a meal, they're part of the culture and everyday life. You'll see street vendors selling hot bowls of noodles all the time from morning till night. People love them because they're quick, cheap, and super tasty. Noodles are also really important for special occasions like weddings, birthdays, and holidays. Families and friends get together and share big meals with lots of different noodle dishes. It's a way of celebrating and sharing good luck. Making noodles is a tradition that gets passed down through families, from grandmas to parents to kids. It's a special skill that connects people to their culture. That's it! You're now ready to make amazing Cambodian noodles at home. Remember, the secret is to use fresh ingredients. Follow the steps carefully, and most importantly, have fun. So grab your ingredients, put on your apron, and get ready for a flavor adventure. Your taste buds will thank you. Happy cooking!